Alright guys, heading into the back. We're doing some scrapping today. I gotta bring this load of short steel in. I've been collecting it for a while. Not long, but it's about a week and a half worth of scrap metal. The heavier stuff, the cast iron boilers and stuff like that. So we're gonna be running that in here. I gotta get the truck running, let it warm up. It's kind of cold this morning. It's a nice, beautiful, sunny morning, but I mean, I'll be honest with you, it's only like 28 degrees. Alright guys, let's see what we're going to be moving today. Alright guys, so here's my 24-foot Belmont. So we got a couple boilers. There's one here. This is one, and the other piece is up here somewhere. But I'd cut up two of those trailer frames, those house trailer frames. Now, it wasn't that bad to cut them up. I just didn't like where they were double welded, so it kind of was chewing my Sawzall blades up. But I know they run about 2,500 pounds for the two of them. Between 12 and like 1,300 pounds they are with the axles. But there's some added pipe in here and other stuff that I threw in. Let me climb up here. And you see there's another big, well, but not big boiler, but another 400-pound boiler there. And these little plates was two other boilers that were taken apart, small ones. And you see this is all pipe, cast iron, pipe, short steel. That's actually a trailer hitch off of a, I think it's a Chevy one, it says on the tag. The guy went with the heavier duty one. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I just don't have a use for it. And I know you guys are going to be like, oh, save it. I just don't have the time to save it and don't really have the need. That right there is a piece of pipeline, gas pipeline. That'd make a nice fire ring and stuff. But like I said, I don't want to hold the stuff. We picked up all this stuff yesterday. That was one day's pickup. The guy had two oil tanks, and there was a couple appliances at one house, and another house had appliances, and we took a washer and a freezer out of another washer. A big old freezer and a GE freezer and an old refrigerator, this one here, out of a basement in the morning. So, alright guys, we're going to be running this in. I hooked everything up yesterday and strapped it all down. I haven't moved this trailer in a while, so let's check a few things. Make sure everything's hooked up correctly and the safety pins are all in. Here's that pipe. Look how thick that is. This pipeline. But yeah, I'm hoping to make some money today. Gotta get this truck started. I'm gonna let it warm up just so I'm not running it cold from the start. Get some heat pumping here. So we're gonna be using the 250 today to tow the bigger trailer. My 150 will do it, but the 250 is the work beast of the fleet. Gotta get some new tires here before winter. You know, gotta keep up on your maintenance stuff, guys. And as you see, we're not really squatting. I put this boiler and this here for some tongue weight. You gotta make sure when you load your trailers you get the proper tongue weight. Don't be a moron. But I don't think there's much weight on this trailer. I'd say we have probably around 5,000 pounds, guys. So 5,000 pounds, trailer weighs 3,200. So we're only gonna be towing maybe 8,000, 8,500 at the max. I'm usually pretty good on my weights. I just don't think it's that heavy, guys. But we're gonna be headed to Weissman's here. We're a little early this morning. It's only like 7:15 in the morning. They don't open till 9. I know I've hated that since they changed it. But remember to like, comment, and subscribe, guys, and stick to the end. We'll see what this trailer is going to weigh out to be. And we'll get the weight of the of what the load's going to be. And we'll see how much money we can make on that. If I go now and I get there, I'll be back at my house by 10:15. I don't have anything else today. Nothing's planned. I have a couple plumbers I might check, make a little loop around for my plumbers that I have, my HVAC guys. But it's been kind of slow this week for them. I haven't really picked anything up. I didn't get any calls, but I also didn't reach out to anybody. So I might make a few phone calls and try to see what I can find. But alright guys, head to the scrapyard. Alright guys, so we made it off the bumpy road, so headed to the scrapyard. This load feels kind of heavy today, going up some of these hills over here, getting pretty steep. But so my truck last couple days have been showing, I don't know if you can see, but they're saying the door is open, the driver's side door is open, when obviously it's closed. I slammed it a few times and it's still saying it's open. I guess the door sensor that senses that the door, the switch that senses the door is closed is broke. The same thing was on my 2008 after so many years, but the only thing it sucks is you got to rip the whole door card off and everything to get to it. So it's just annoying because every time you stop, it turns the lights on and interior lights on and starts beeping at you. Kind of dumb, but all right, guys. We're headed to the scrapyard, but one thing I wanted to say to you guys, I didn't want to even do this little B-roll in between, I was thinking about a post I saw this morning about a guy that had his truck overloaded. Like, come on, man, I don't understand. You guys know better. Like, I know I'm towing heavy stuff, and I do this all the time. You can't take a vehicle that is that overloaded and squatting to the moon and not a strap in sight holding anything on. I mean, the Dodge truck in question in the video and the picture, I don't know if I could put a picture in, but it was on it was on the scrap metal forum. Like, I'll be honest with you, that thing shouldn't even have been loaded like that. He had it looked like a filing cabinet over the tongue of the trailer, and then a refrigerator on that, pushing down on it. Now, I don't know exactly what he said. He had 5,000 pounds was just the load on of the metal without the trailer. And, you know, with weight in the back of the truck, 5,000 pounds, and you see what's on the trailer, I don't know if he had anything else that was like extremely heavy in the back, but that was excessive. I mean, it was only like an inch off the ground. The tires were buried in the fender wells. I mean, it's just easier to make 2 trips or make sure you have your trailer loaded correctly. Or, you know, if you're gonna haul stuff like that and your springs are getting weak, you know, change and put new ones in. You know, you should never exceed your gross vehicle weight rating or your payload. But that was just insane. He was way over his payload. Dodge 1500, I don't even think it has 1,500 pounds in the 6-foot bed configuration of payload. And even at 1,500 pounds, most of those trucks don't squat like that. So that means he was way over. Because when you hook a trailer to it, you're putting all your weight at the very end of the truck. And the hitch is at the furthest part of the back of the truck. So if you put 500 pounds of tongue weight on that trailer, will make that truck squat more than if there's 1,500 in the bed. Just saying. But, alright, guys. I mean, this load feels a little heavy today. I don't know exactly. I might have underestimated, but I don't think I did. I think it's just I'm not used to pulling with this truck and trailer setup today. But, alright, guys. Another thing I want to say is any of you guys that live local to me in Hawley, Honesdale, or Northeast PA, a lot of you guys that live in my area that watch me, if you guys have different trucks, Ford, Chevys, Dodges, Toyotas, you know, Tundras, anything, you know, half-ton or three-quarter ton or up, I'm going to start loading my trailer, and I want to do a series. Sorry, my phone holder broke, but I want to do a series. I know he's filming while he's driving. It's fine. I want to do a series where I test a bunch of different trucks and doing a towing loop, and on the hill where I test them. Because I can only test what I have access to, guys, and I usually just use my 2 pickup trucks. But my father-in-law's got a new Toyota Tundra, a turbo, but a non-hybrid one. So we might do a test on that on the hill at 5,000 pounds, 3,000 pounds, 5,000 pounds, 8,000 pounds, and we'll see how that does in a towing test. So that might come in a future video, guys. But all right, we'll pull it on the scale here, guys. Alright, guys, we made it to the scrapyard. Sorry about my stupid thing doing. First one in line. So we weigh 15,100 pounds. So 15,180 pounds. So we have like 4,800 pounds of short steel on. I figured it'd be about 5,000 pounds, guys. I'm usually pretty good about guessing and everything. So, see if we can get him to magnet this off, because I really don't feel like doing it. I don't feel like unloading. Oh, God. Alright, guys. Got the magnet doing all the work today. Let him unload it. It's always nice when you get a helping hand. That square stuff on the back, the structural steel on the back, is going to be a pain in the butt to really get a hold of, because the magnet only likes picking up flat things. There you go, you gotta go bite that time. Once he knocks those couple flat, those things that are sticking up down, it'll magnet right off. I know, this guy seems to be very cautious, which I like. I don't want to be breaking my shit all up. You guys said you want to see loading and unloading. Well, how about unloading? Using $1 million machine to unload my crap. I ain't got nothing wrong with that. Surprised there's nobody here this morning. That tin pile, there ain't nothing there, guys. I know prices are low, but they're not that low. I know prices, I think, are going to go up here in a little bit. I noticed that Metalcore and some of the mills raised their prices, but the scrapyards didn't raise their prices, which is kind of crazy. So much easier, guys. Get that steel out of there. Yeah, them frames don't weigh much. Them trailer frames. I really don't like cutting them up. But the guy pays me to take them, so I'm getting paid to take them, and I'm getting paid to take them to the scrapyard scrapyard's paying me to cut them into short. So there's those big boilers, man. They're heavy, heavy. I'm telling you, that one's 800 pounds, man. That one is 800 pounds. We took that out of a basement. This guy's doing good, though. Slow and steady, guys. It's a lot easier than doing it by hand. I think the heaviest part of those trailers, I mean, I don't think, I know, is the axles. The axles with the hubs and springs. They're the heaviest, man. Whee! Well, that's that steel's last ride. Actually, it's not its last ride. It's gonna take one more ride to the mill, get melted down and rolled into sheet steel to get reused. A little bit of ram and bam. Ooh, that's a good bite. Oh man. Please don't fall, please don't fall. That round tube is about 125 pounds, 135 pounds. That big round piece of pipe, I just don't want it to come crashing back down on my trailer. Grab as much as you can. Gotta be careful. You don't want to get hit with nothing, man.
Hey, Mike,
Yeah.
when you're done, you can sweep all those leaves out.
All right. You want me to back up over there?
Yes, please.
All right. Because there's always like shit that always falls out, you know.
You're okay.
I don't want to sweep it in the middle of the parking lot.
Yeah, because I sweep that every day.
I appreciate it. I haven't gotten a flat in probably 9 years, so I appreciate it. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. I noticed my little board took a little duke right there. It happens. All we got is one more boiler, guys, and I'm gonna back up to the tin pile and sweep off all the little shit. But that's it, guys. Got one more boiler off, and that's it. All right, guys, we got unloaded all nicey nice. The guy that was next to me backed up to the tin pile. I backed up to sweep off the little crap that was on my trailers instead of sweeping off in the middle of the yard. He backed up too far and got stuck into the tin pile, into the hole. I don't have a chain or I would have pulled him out. But you always gotta be careful when you come to the scrapyard. Things like that can happen. Alright, guys, so we're done. I'll show you what we made today, guys. Alrighty, so we weighed on 13,000 pounds, short steel, 4,800 pounds. So we had about 5,000 pounds. It was a tiny bit less than what I thought. I said between 5,000 and 5,500, which is pretty good, guys. And I want to tell you something. I'm not editing these videos with sound. When I film, it's all it. So those are my guesses without weighing anything. So we made $518. 240 is the short steel price here at Weissman's. You can see the date, the time. Yeah, I got notification today that the mill's upped their price $100 a ton, but it just hasn't trickled down to the yards. This time of year, it'll start clicking up, and then the prices will start going up at your local yard. That's pretty much how it works. They're slow to raise the price, but they're fast to bring it in when the price goes up, the big yards. But, all right, guys, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. And remember, it's not a job, it's a fucking adventure, guys. I'll see you in the next one.